And as we see in the story of Lamech, here we have the first foreshadow of an event which again repeated in the time of Abraham, and again repeated in the time of Jacob, and again repeated. So there is something going on there. All right, so now you understand the whole point of the video, which was to get the background understanding to Matthew chapter 18, verse 22 and 21 and 22. 21, when Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother who sins against me? Up to 7 times? The answer Jesus gave him was, I tell you, not just 7 times, but 77 times. And you have the whole Judaic background behind this sentence, always in full consistency with the whole rest of the message of this channel. Why? Because this channel is the only authorized channel teaching Messianic Noahism, or so you can say teaching Noahide Judaism for Messianic Noahites. There is no other project out there in the world for Messianic Noahites except this one. This is the only project for Messianic Noahites. I'm the only teacher of this project. Therefore, I'm the only Petach HaMor for this generation. Nobody else is authorized by the Sanhedrin to do that. Nobody else is authorized by the Pharisees to do this. I don't have a documented piece of paper saying, here, we are the Pharisees of the Sanhedrin. We have given authorization to Yossi to do this project. I've simply been encouraged towards it by members of the Sanhedrin for the past 20-something years. 20 years. But nobody else has, and nobody else is doing it. So I'm doing it. I'm the Petach HaMor for this generation. I want you to be Petach HaMors too. And I want you to know more about this Pharisee Judaism and this tradition which comes down to us from the Kenites. And there are people out there who are the Zoharists. And the Zoharists will tell you that, oh, well, yes, there is always going to be the lineage of Cain versus the lineage of Israel. And the Pharisees, they will tell you, yes, they do represent the lineage of Cain. They don't represent the lineage of Israel. They don't represent the pure seed of Israel. They represent the evil seed of Cain and his yeast, the yeast of the Pharisees. That's the way they present it to you, so that you can make a split between those people who are preserving the teachings, the essence, the oracles of the ancient Pharisee religion, versus those people who happen to be born within a particular family. It's a racism versus a spiritual family. The spiritual family, God can raise up children to Abraham through stones. Idol worshippers. God can raise children to Abraham. The genetic family, the lineage, well, you just have to be born into it. Too bad if you're not. And those who lay claim to genetic ancestry and say Abraham was our father, Jesus reminds you, your father was a murderer from the beginning. Don't deceive yourselves. You don't have a different genetic origin from everybody else on the planet. You all descend from the same Homo sapiens who murdered all the other hominids on the planet. Your father was a murderer in the beginning. You descend from Cain. God is not your father if you're obsessed with the flesh. If you're obsessed with the flesh, your father is the devil. But